All right. So I'm gonna kick it off by starting off with a poem that I prepared for tonight to kind of lead into the show. And this one's called "There's a Time for Everything." There's a time to earn and a time to spend, a time to start and a time to end, a time to borrow and a time to lend, but we can always find time for friends. So there's a time to build up and there's a time for new and a time for old, a time for plain and a time for bold, a time for sun, a time for rain, a time for pleasure and a time for pain. Now there's a time to build up and a time to break down, a time to stand up and a time to sit down, a time to stay silent and a time to speak, a time for war and a time for peace.
What cause is capable of denying men the sweet privilege, the fundamental charter that God gives to crystalline waters, to birds, to brutes? Yet I, with more life, have less liberty?
It's all the same, making doves cry, I stand in purple rain.
That's alright, cause I like the way it looks. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright, cause I love the way you lie. Hate the way you lie. Love the way you lie.
Now I know we said things, did things that we didn't mean, and we fall back into the same patterns, same routine, but your temperature's as bad as mine is. You're the same as me. When it comes to love, we're just as blinded. Baby, please come back. It wasn't you, baby, it was me.
And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
And so here we are, here we sit, buried so deeply beneath this big ship. Please just leave me be, but I can't let go, 'cause I still love you. All of your lies came crashing down this time.
Standing here today, I couldn't make you love me, but I always dreamed about living in your radio. How do you like me now? Yeah.
Never know the loving of a man, but it sure felt nice when he was holding me. And there's a boy here in town says it got me forever. Who would have thought forever could be severed by the sharp knife of a short life? Well, I've had distant
practice. Struggle is my address with pain and crack lips. Gunshots coming from sounds of blackness. Given this game with no time to practice. Born on the blacklist. Told I'm below average. A life with no cabbage. That's no money if you from where I'm from. Funny, I just want some of your son. Dark clouds seem to follow me. Alcohol that my pop swallow bottle me. No apology, I walk with a boulder on my shoulder. It's a cold war. I'm a colder soldier. Hold the same fight that made Martin Luther the king. I ain't using it for the right thing. In between lean and the fiends, hustle and the schemes, I put together pieces of a dream. I still have one.
See me one more time, and then you won't have to, I promise. Oh yeah, in the back. All right, so I'm gonna do a few pieces for you tonight. Can I get the mic volume up a little bit? So the first piece I'm gonna do for you is a little poem. This poem I actually recently got published in a book called Stars in Our Heart. And it was published by World Poetry Movement. So what they do is I submitted a poem and they picked, I made it to a semi-finalist competition within, I think it was 83 countries. And they picked one of the best ones and it got published in a book. So I'm trying to get in that same book every year until I get noticed somehow. Thank you. So that was probably, I'd have to say that was one of my best accomplishments in my writing to date. And I was just been doing it for about a year and a half, 2 years now. Just started doing poetry, kind of dabbled a little bit in music, but you know, poetry, spoken word is where my heart is. So I'm gonna share that with you guys here. This is one of the poems that I have published in the book. It's called Emotions in Motion. To love that was lost and life that was found. To loving my life in all of its sounds, through all of its ups and some of its downs, to things set in motion that come back around. See, life is a journey we all seem to travel. Learning from your mistakes is half of the battle. The other half lies in choosing your path and not taking the same one you have in your past. So here's to the nights that I walked you home, to all of the mornings that I spent alone, for all of the love that I felt in my heart, to the minutes and hours that we've spent apart, to the wisdom and insight needed to grow strong, to understand and accept times, yeah, I may have been wrong, to salvaging friendships and rekindling bonds, to learning from love and just moving on. Thank you. So this next one, this is a track that I just finished recording actually, maybe about a week and a half ago. So it's fairly new, unreleased, so you guys are gonna be the first group to actually hear it. And this is the first time I'm actually performing, so bear with me here. It's untitled so far, I'm gonna call it Moment of Silence though. It's been a while. Right here. Oh yeah? Hey. What's up, love? It's been a while. How you holding up? You know what holds it down? You still on your grind? Yeah, I stay on mine. But things a little different since you been around. I ain't seen your face, but I still miss your smile. Where you staying at? What you into now? You know I never thought I'd see you, but I'm kinda glad. Cause the way we left it last time was kinda sad. It's too bad we couldn't pick up the pieces. Could've been a perfect picture. Shout out to Mona Lisa, but it's really nice to see you. But say you looking good, but I know this ain't your city, so we'll bring you to my hood. Mean no disrespect, and I hope it ain't a tragedy. Wish you all the best and hope it comes together magically. Haven't we found a way to put the past behind us? Guess not. Moment of silence. Woo! And how come love could never find us? Ain't we find a way to put the past behind us? I guess not. Moment of silence. She got me open. When you been, I thought you said you'd be here with me. You say you got me, but then you just disappeared quickly. I know we got some history. I did you wrong too, but we ain't spoken so long, and that's on you. Cause I'm right here, with an attentive ear. Every road's a new direction, and it's quite clear that you ain't seeing what I'm seeing as the road bed was on a crash course. Now we just stay clear, just know I'm still around in case you ever need me, and I'll forever love you, even if you don't believe me. Living free, wasting time. Yet I'll never find a woman with your state of mind. They like it down the
present, but you one of a kind. Do you ever think of us every once in a while? And if I do, shit, does that mean I'm living it now? If I had one wish, I just wish you would try. Tell me why we fall in the fingers can fly. And when love is like a child, is it worth it to try? I'd rather be locked up than be living a lie. But I must say, one hell of a ride. That's a little dance that goes with it. What up, baby? It's been a minute. Can I say a couple words for the song finish? Heard you motto now, I hope your heart's in it. Yeah, I've been writing, but I think I'm in the wrong business. I'm just trying to talk, why you acting all timid? Why we can't chill? Oh, you ain't trying to kick it? Feel like I'm wasting all my time with the wrong women. They think they know me, but I think they got the wrong image. Now I'm all in it, with nothing to lose. Must say you looking mighty fly in them Jimmy Choos. You ain't think I noticed? I always do. It's been a while, so what's been up with you? Are you working now? Did you finish school? Me, I traveled and thought I saw you in a distant place with a different face. And for a while I wanted to wild out and call you. But here I am, in the flesh, doing my thing, doing my best. And if you had a little time, I could tell you the rest. But until we meet again, it's peace, love, and respect. And together we are roller coasting on. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for showing the love. My book of rhymes. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be the last poem of the night. See, this one here is about the writer that can't spell, the reader that can't write, the thinker with no thoughts, a vision with no sight, a speaker with no voice, a rebel with no cause, direction with no choice, a system with no flaws. Yeah, right, be real. A system with no flaws? That'll be the same day the rebel finds his cause. The speaker's finally heard and his words gain applause. The lost find direction, yes, direction that was lost. Then the writer learns to read and the reader to write. Although he still can't spell, at least his vision is in sight. Now ask yourself this: were you made to read, think, or write? Believe, dream, or fight? Or be enlightened to greater heights, some of life's greatest plights? But y'all been great. Thank you. Good night.